Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh my god, I've wanted to say that for like 15 years. I've got videos of me at like 14 recording an intro and then getting frustrated at myself and deleting it. The difference is I'm 29 now, so I've evolved a lot, I've grown a lot. I've realised that to go from idea to execution, you need to limit the amount of perfectionism that you place on things. So a lot of the things that I've started in the last couple of years, they have been imperfect. They haven't been super polished. I'm learning as I go. So that's kind of what I hope to do with YouTube as well. So a little bit about me. My name's Devika. I'm a life design coach and speaker. A lot of people say, what's a life design coach? They've heard of life coach, they've heard of career coach, but life design, they've never really heard of that before. So just a little bit of context. 2 years ago, I quit my job. I was in sales and marketing. It was a management development program. After 4 years, I knew that surely there was more to life than what I was doing. So I quit. I had no plan. I didn't know what I was going to do next. I just knew that I was going to redesign my life and one day help other people do the same. I knew that if I wanted to help people, I had to use myself as a project. In my whole professional career, I hadn't taken the time to really ask myself what I actually wanted from this thing called life. In my sales job, they said it was really important to have a why, to know why you were doing the things that you were doing. And I'll be honest, I don't really know what my why was. I just knew that I enjoyed training people and coaching people and making people feel good about themselves. I was adamant that I was going to figure it out. I spent the first couple of months really deep diving into who I was, asking myself questions such as what energizes me, what engages me, what drains me, what skills have I got, what am I actually interested in. After that, I decided to do some creative courses, and I was very lucky. They were running a creative writing and well-being course. It couldn't have come at a perfect time. I was undiagnosed ADHD, I was burnt out, I was still grieving the loss of my grandparents, and the course was facilitated by a therapist. And I just loved that week in, week out, as I was getting to know myself intimately and building this idea of life design and what that could look like for me and for other people. It was a great space to keep thinking about my ideas. And off the back of that, I thought, okay, if I want to become a coach and I want to run workshops, I need to get in front of people. I need to, be testing my theories and my frameworks. So I Googled organisations in Manchester that I could reach out to. I ended up bringing up a community centre and said, what do I need to do to come and run design thinking workshops? I think they were like, huh? What do you mean? Do you want to attend these workshops? And I was like, no, I've just quit my job and I'm really passionate about life design. And the guy on the phone was like, okay, come to my office tomorrow. I was like, oh my God, okay. So I went home, went on Canva, created some really basic design your life workshops. I went on Google and typed in how to run a workshop and what do I need to run a workshop, and basically created like an overview of what I would do if I had the opportunity to go in and deliver these workshops. When I went in, I handed in what I had, and he said, okay, if a project comes up, I'll keep you in mind. Not long after that, the lady who ran his well-being workshops for women quit. And he was like, can you come in a couple of days? Eventually, we're going to want to start running sessions on themes such as shame, isolation, well-being, etc. So I was like, great, this is an awesome opportunity. And then whilst I was doing that and whilst I was building momentum, I started reaching out to other organisations to facilitate. I went to a school to run a workshop. I started doing a freelance role, training sales advisors. I started to really get myself in that world. And then within 6 months, I was pretty much a freelance trainer. I really still wanted to be a coach. And funnily enough, the same organization that I did that creative writing and well-being course at, we kept in contact. So I was speaking to the director and I was telling her what I'd been up to and how I was passionate about life design. And she basically said, look, we want to start running this course for freelancers. And, in the last 6 months, you've become fully freelance, you've figured things out, you've been curious. Do you want to co-create the course with us and run it? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And this was my opportunity to really take the lessons that I'd learned and that I'd applied to myself as a project and use it to help other people do the same thing. I was just teaching them things that I'd figured out myself or things that I'd been curious about, and I was sharing my knowledge with them. I was coaching them. It really felt that like these frameworks I'd created, they were valuable and they were working. Off the back of that, you know, I kept posting about what I was getting up to, and someone literally had seen that I'd been posting things on my little Instagram page about coaching, and they were like, what do I need to do to get you coaching? And that's when I was like, oh my gosh, people actually now want my advice. So I launched my website, and then off the back of that, I've had the opportunity to coach some amazing people in different walks of life, going through different transitions, going through different pivots, whether it's been senior managers or freelancers. I think when it comes to transitions, they're not just external, they're internal. Even though I was teaching people how to redesign their life, I was evolving as well, and my philosophies were evolving, and the things that I learned were evolving as I was doing the work. The project of you is never finished. I feel like this year for me has been very significant, and it's taught me that it's not just about designing your life externally, but designing it internally. I call this life design from the inside out. There's a lot of internal work that needs to be done in order to design your life in a way that actually serves you as a person. And that's the work that I enjoy the most. It's not about designing a life that looks good on paper. It's designing a life that fits and serves the person that you are right now. I want to use this channel to talk about life design, transformation, reinvention, transitions, everything in between. I believe my work was important back then, but now it's more important than ever. The world is very uncertain. People are being laid off. People are realizing that what they actually wanted wasn't what they wanted, but what other people wanted for them. Like, we're going through a massive change as a society. And if anything, my goal as a life design coach is to help the individual know themselves intimately enough in order to create a life that they actually love. So I'm excited for the journey, and I'm excited for your journey as well.